So, how can I say that the fivefold ministry club concept is a demonic concept without wondering if I'm going to be shot from a lightning bolt from above? Well, that part's really easy, okay? It was Spirit Helper that gave Paul the revelation through the Word of God from Psalm 68:18, really the whole chapter of Psalm 68, but Psalm 68:18 he identifies specifically, where he speaks of he who took captivity captive, Jesus, and gave gifts unto men, the DNA of God in us. He who took captivity captive gave gifts unto men, yea, unto the rebellious also, that the Lord might dwell, to take up permanent residence. Okay? Dwell. Take up permanent residence. It was Spirit Helper that did that. And it's also Spirit Helper that through Paul, again, writing a letter to Timothy, that identified this. Alright? Where it says, and this is 1 Timothy chapter 3. This is a true saying. If a man desire the office of a bishop, he desireth a good work. A bishop must be blameless, the husband of one wife, vigilant, sober, of good behavior, given to hospitality, apt to teach. Not given to wine, no striker, not greedy of filthy lucre, but patient, not a brawler, not covetous, one that ruleth his own house well, having his children in subjection with all gravity. For if a man knows not how to rule his own house, how shall he take care of the house of God? Not a novice, being lifted up with pride, he fall into the condemnation of the devil. Moreover, he must have a good report of them which are without, lest he fall into reproach and the snare of the devil. Now, throughout the Old and New Covenant, wherever there is described from God leadership of some capacity with his people, he always has a job qualifications. Job qualifications. He always identifies job qualifications. I don't know why that's so hard for me to remember. Job qualifications. He always presents, whether it was Moses or Abraham or Gideon or whoever, Old Covenant, New Covenant, job qualifications. And when the Fivefold Ministry Club gloms onto Ephesians chapter 4, where it says, and they primarily take one verse totally, completely out of context, where it says, and he gave some apostles and some prophets and some evangelists and some pastors and some teachers for the perfecting of the saints, for the work of the ministry. They take that one statement out of place. But if you notice in all of chapter 4, speaking, there are no job qualifications mentioned anywhere about it. Also, in Romans chapter 12 and Corinthians chapter 12, where it reiterates these, the synopsis of God's characteristics. No job qualifications given. That's because it is describing something for the entire or all of the sons and daughters of God. The qualification for apostle, prophet, evangelist, pastor, teacher is to be a son or a daughter of God, to carry the DNA of God in you. It's his DNA in you that's being described, not some office. Because wherever there is leadership involved, there are qualification requirements that must be met. Therefore, I say with ease, that the Fivefold Ministry Club is pursuing a demonic concept to lord it over those around and to receive worship of them towards themselves and or finances or position, and and the list goes on and on and on. And this is not the only place that identifies it. This is just the easiest one to show that what they're doing is just absolutely evil, demonic.